goes because he knows he cannot hide. He's never gonna make it. All the poor people he's forsaken. Karma is always gonna chase him for his life.
This is part 6 to What If Naruto Had the 10 Tails. We left off with Sasuke telling Naruto that he found another 10 tails. Naruto then tells Boruto to look after Kawaki. As he leaves with Sasuke, Sasuke brings Naruto to the 10 tails, and Naruto asks Sasuke what they think they should do. Sasuke replies, "We could kill it, however, I brought it to you as you are a Jinchuriki of one. So what do you think?" Naruto then says, "Sasuke, you can absorb chakra. Can you absorb it into something else?" Sasuke says it's worth a shot. As they return to the leaf and get the first thing they see, which is an apple. They then return and manage to seal most of this chakra into the apple. Naruto and Sasuke then eat half, as they saw Momoshiki doing the same thing. This gives them a huge boost in strength. They then proceed to slay the 10 tails that has almost no chakra left, with relative ease. They then return to the village, and Sasuke says he is leaving to investigate the Kara organization. As for Naruto, he continues training himself with clones, and he trains Team 7 and Kawaki. Naruto decides that the Kara organization is a huge threat, and he wants to train the entire new generation. Naruto tells Boruto that he wants the new generation to assemble here in 1 hour, and Boruto should go fetch them all. He then says that Boruto should take Kawaki with him too. Boruto agrees, and Naruto waits in the training grounds. An hour passes, and each of the members of the new Konoha 12 and their sensei assemble. Naruto gives each one of them enough chakra to create 500 clones. Naruto then instructs all of them to train with these clones in various exercises. Naruto then summons his own clones to train for him while he observes everyone else's training. A couple of weeks pass, and Kawaki and Boruto are now both similar strength, with Boruto being slightly superior. Kawaki is about 40% of Delta, and Boruto is 42% of Delta. Sarada and Mitsuki are both 30% of Delta, and the rest of the teams are around 10 to 15%. But all the other senseis, apart from Konohamaru, are 40 to 45% of Delta. However, Konohamaru is 90%. This is because Naruto has trained Konohamaru extra, and he has mastered Sage Mode, as he is handling the strongest team. Naruto then says to all of them that as their final exercise, they will not be gaining any of his chakra for his clones. They will be doing a team exercise. He then says, "Today we will be having a 16 versus 1, but not versus me." Naruto then makes a cross formation with his hands and creates a shadow clone and says, "This is a better fight." Naruto then says, "Begin," as he transforms his clothes so they won't mistake his clone for him. The fight then begins, with all of them rushing at Naruto's clone. However, Naruto's clone dodges all of these punches, as he uses Earth-style mud wall and surrounds himself in a wall. He then jumps out and uses a Rasengan beam on Konohamaru, who gets slightly injured. Naruto then stands still for a second and activates Sage Mode. Naruto then uses Body Flicker to knock out all teams apart from Team 7, not including the senseis. Boruto then rushes at Naruto at top speed, throwing a barrage of punches. Kawaki then joins in, throwing a barrage of kicks and punches. Naruto then catches a punch from Boruto and a kick from Kawaki, which he uses to throw them at two of the sensei. Sage Mode then deactivates. Konohamaru then activates a Wind Star Rasengan, and in response Naruto does the same. Naruto then clashes with Konohamaru, who gets sent flying back, as Naruto is superior in strength. Konohamaru then activates Sage Mode, and then they all use an 8-person seal to try to seal Naruto's clone. However, Naruto activates Sage Mode and breaks the seal with relative ease. Naruto could have done this in base, however, it would have been a little harder. Naruto is now far too strong for the others to handle, which leads them getting knocked out quickly. Everyone wakes back up, and Naruto says that he's impressed that they made his clone use Sage Mode. They will say thank you, and Naruto then says he permits them to do missions again. We now skip a couple weeks later, when Boruto, Kawaki, Naruto and Sasuke are in his home, when suddenly Jigen appears and tells Naruto to hand over Kawaki. Naruto says no, which makes Jigen smirk, and he says, "I thought you might say that." Jigen then opens a portal, which Naruto follows him into. Naruto tells Sasuke to stay there and to follow him if he doesn't come back within 5 minutes. Big shout out to Headhunter for making my intro. Feel free to check out his channel.